Hi there, welcome to the Gardens and Graveyard channel. My name is Charisma and today we're meeting in the moon garden and we're going to talk about moon gardening. And I am loving this late summer warm weather that we're having. I know it won't last for much longer, and many of the moon gardening tasks that are available for success will no longer be available because we'll be too cold or too wet, or mostly just too cold and too wet. So I'm really excited that this is probably maybe the second to the last new moon that we'll get to actually plant some things and be really successful. After that, we could still plant things. I garden in a zone 9A, and we don't freeze here, so I pretty much plant year round. But I have to kind of go off the moon gardening calendar a lot of times in the winter time, because if I need to plant things, I need to plant them when it's reasonable to plant them. I mean, I'm not going to come out here and plant something when it's like pouring buckets, but I might come out and plant something a week later when it's like dry. It might not be warm, but it might be dry. So in the summertime, I really get to adhere to the moon gardening calendar more so than I can in the winter and spring, just because we have such a wet and rainy winter and spring here. It's a new moon in Virgo. If you are in the States, happy Labor Day. I hope that if you are laboring today, you are doing it with joy. And if you are not, you are really celebrating your freedoms and your ability to work, and your maybe if you're retired, maybe you're just enjoying your life and being so grateful that you don't have to look forward to this 3-day weekend anymore. You have 3-day weekends, 365 days a year. Anyway, I hope you just find a reason to find a little extra gratitude, a little extra joy today. We are in the new phase of the moon, which means it's a great time to plant, to dream, to implement your dreams, to take action on the things that you've been planning and dreaming about. And it's definitely a great time to start just really visualizing what you want your garden to look like, what you want your life to look like. This is a time of the month when it's just it's more readily available for you to tune in to your dreams and see how they can flourish and how they can be implemented, and how you can take steps to walk closer to the life that you want to live. Whether that's in your careers, in your family, in your finances, or in your garden. I hope that you can take just a few minutes to dream your life into reality. As for me, this week, well, I will just be coming home from an amazing concert. I just spent the weekend at the Gorge, watching the Dave Matthews Band for 3 days and camping with my best friend. I am recording this a few days before I leave because there's much to do in preparation. Mostly because we're camping this year. We don't always camp. Sometimes we just stay in a hotel. Most of the time we stay in a hotel. And there's less to prepare for. But super fun to go camping at the Gorge. After I come home, well, I guess we'll just see what the garden has to offer. I know I have some shrubs that I'd like to get in the ground, but there is a lot of groundwork to do before those shrubs can be put into the ground. And I don't know if I'll have time that week, next week, this week, whatever. After the new moon, I don't know if I'm gonna have time right after the new moon to break ground for those shrubs, but maybe I'll find something fun to plant. There's always something to plant somewhere, right? But mostly I am taking a lot of time dreaming about the future garden. It is time to order your bulbs. If you haven't ordered bulbs already, I've been ordering bulbs and dahlias and seeds and making a plan for what the spring is going to bring. If you have something really specific in mind for your annuals next year, this is a great time to go talk to your local nursery and see if they can order the annuals that you want. Maybe you want a flat of something, maybe you want 5 flats of something. Now is a good time to start bugging your nursery about it, because they're going to start making their big spring orders. I was thinking inventory. They can't do inventory without the plants. They'll be making their big spring orders very soon. So now's a great time to talk to them about what kind of annuals you might want next year. Or it's just a great time to just start dreaming up new spaces, how you're going to use your garden in the future. I know we do a lot of that deep dreaming in the winter time, but if you are going to be implementing those things into your garden next year, now's a good time to start thinking about the bulbs and dahlia tubers, you know, any of those spring loving flowers that you might want to get on to ordering. Or maybe you want to think about what kind of shrubs and trees you want to implement into the garden, and you might start cruising through your nurseries and looking to see if they have them, because fall through winter is a great time to plant your shrubs and trees. So yeah, it's a great time to be alive, and it's a great time to be dreaming, and I hope that you are doing that and you're celebrating your life, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.